My name's Cailin Jordan. I'm a psychologist and fertility counsellor and the West Australian representative of ANZICA, which is the Australian New Zealand Fertility Counsellors Association. I've got a special interest in preconception health and helping couples get healthier for preconception. There's huge gaps around the impact of age for men and women, huge gaps around the impact of age, and unfortunately it's the one thing we can't reverse or do anything about. There are gaps around knowledge about BMI or weight for men and women, alcohol, smoking. I think globally as a population we know that smoking is not good for you, but people I think are not aware of how damaging it actually can be for your fertility. And most people have an example of someone they know who's managed to, I guess, flout the odds, and they may be overweight, they smoke, they drink, they don't eat particularly well, and they've got 3 or 4 children, and say, well, they are the exception rather than the rule. If you're planning a pregnancy, and obviously anyone doing fertility treatment is planning a pregnancy, then they've got an optimal opportunity to look at all of those factors beforehand. Well, I guess the things that people can do to improve their chances of a healthy conception are both be at their optimal weight, and that's equally important for men and for women. Being both overweight or underweight is a factor. Not smoking, particularly important for both men and women, both in terms of conception but also for the health of the child. Minimising alcohol. There is no safe known limit of alcohol intake for women, so the blanket recommendation tends to be don't drink at all. If a man stops behaviours that we know are harmful, such as drinking or smoking, for 3 months prior to conception, and we've done a sperm count at the beginning, and again do another semen analysis 3 months later, you will see an improvement in that time. And that can have an impact on pregnancy rates and ongoing health of the children. The sperm that is provided at the time of the conception, be it through natural conception or IVF, was formed in the previous 3 months. So the 3 months prior to conception is a really important time for men in terms of their own health and what they can contribute to the ongoing health of their child. For instance, a father who smokes, or a prospective father who smokes, has an increased risk of his child having childhood cancers or leukemias. There are people who will believe that the treatment will work, and regardless of age, I think there can be a perception that, oh, well, it doesn't matter if we can't conceive, we can always try IVF. And whilst IVF will work for a significant proportion of people, it won't work for everybody. And I think in terms of being on that porch at 65 and having no regrets, it's really important that people come to treatment knowing they are as healthy as possible and have done all they can with their own preconception health to give themselves the best possible chance. This treatment is physically, emotionally, financially demanding. It can be demanding on the relationship. It's important that couples come to treatment knowing that they have done all they possibly can. If the science says there's something you can improve, then it's important to take that on board, because I think you can have regrets if you don't. Look at what exercise is going to be reasonable for you, but take guidance from the people that are treating you in terms of what is safe for you at different times. But people can get more stressed in terms of thinking, I'm not exercising at all because I don't know if I can, or we're not having sex because we don't know if we can. Ask the questions.